Well, here in Russell, Kansas, I'm here to see the world famous Statue of Liberty. I tell you what, boy, I have thoroughly enjoyed myself in Russell, Kansas. Such a quaint, enjoyable little town. Just the brick streets and the statues everywhere, and the just neat people that were fun to talk to, and good cup of coffee and a great little coffee shop. All these parks everywhere, man, and the countryside over here is actually kind of beautiful. Now I'm on my way to Lucas, Kansas. You know, you might as well just call me a good mood dude, because I tell you what, I am in a good mood. Kansas is treating me well. The second you get off I-70, Kansas is pretty cool. There are grasshoppers coming into my car. They're just coming inside of my car. They're just getting in there. Freaking goodness. I'm driving down the road and there's grasshoppers in my car and they freaked me out. Okay, so I've arrived in Lucas, Kansas, and I heard it was just an art place. People here have like good art. I had no idea what I was really gonna find, but this is pretty neat. Let me show you. Well, of all the places to go in Kansas, this is definitely one of the most unique. It's in Lucas, Kansas. Man, I want to have a garden like this. Talk about a beautiful raised garden. Look at this. So here's Adam. And here's Eve with the forbidden fruit and the serpent coming up behind her. Fantastic work. World's largest collection of the world's smallest versions of the world's largest things. Some of the telephone poles are covered in marbles and tiles. Some of them are wrapped with belts. Some of them are wrapped with twine. Lucas is a small town that deserves to be proud. Ha. Hey, look, I got a date. A whole bunch of people told me just blaze through Kansas. You're not gonna see anything. There's nothing in Kansas. They were wrong. They were so wrong. This place is actually pretty neat. I had no idea. Kansas is dope.
It's dope.
This is one of the most interesting places I've ever seen. Some people really like folk art, but in Kansas, they like fork art. Okay, so I got here at 6:45 and everything closes at about 5 o'clock. Even though everything's closed, it's neat. You know, like, if everything was open, I'm sure this place would be even 10 times more neat. Surprise, surprise, Kansas has a really big lake. It's called Lake Winston. It's just right next to Lucas. It's neat. So tell me again how Kansas is boring and useless and flat. Okay, so as it turns out, this lake is freaking huge. It's a gigantic lake. Huge lake. Lake of largeness. So I have some thoughts. A whole bunch of people were asking me, why don't you just drive for 16 hours straight and go straight to Kentucky without stopping? First of all, that's exhausting. Second of all, I'm worried about the wear and tear on the car. And third of all, why don't people want to see stuff like this when they travel across the country? If you just give yourself a couple extra days, you get to see the country. And really, that's probably the main reason for me, is that I wanted to see what Kansas looks like, because I don't know how many chances in my life I'm gonna have to do things like this. You know, when am I gonna get to drive to all these beautiful places in this country? You know, like, there's so many things to see in all 50 states. In 21 years of living in Colorado, I still feel like I barely even saw half of it. This is my vacation. I'm seeing the country. I'm road tripping. Isn't it great? I'm loving it. I'm having the time of my life. It's freaking humid. Gosh. I still got a long journey to go. You could just call me a good mood dude because I'm having a great time on my vacation. Yeah, quaint people.